Hi there. This video is an exam paper walkthrough of the Eduqas GCSE Mathematics Foundation Tier Component 2 paper from summer 2022. This paper is worth 120 marks in total, and this is the fourth video of 6. It will focus on questions 12 to 15, which account for 17 of these marks. Eduqas Component 2 papers are calculator papers, so a calculator should be used. A little disclaimer: there may be more than one way to answer a question. The methods shown in this video are not the only way some mathematical skills can be applied. Okay, let's get started. (12A). A car leaves Chester at 9:27 a.m. It arrives at Taunton at 1:13 p.m. How long does the journey take? Give your answer in hours and minutes. Okay, so we're going from 9:27, and I'm starting up there because I'm going to go up in time incrementally. So first of all, I'm going to go up to the next hour. So the next hour would be 10. Remember, the minutes only go up to 60. So 60 take away 27. All right, so to get to 10 o'clock, that would be 33 minutes have passed. Okay, and then I'm aiming to get to 1. So that would be 11, 12, and 1. So that's 1, 2, 3 hours. But then we're aiming for 1:13. So 1:13. So to get from 0 to 13 minutes past is 13 minutes. So now I'm going to total that time. So I have 3 hours and I have 33 plus 13 minutes and 46 minutes. So 3 hours, 46 minutes. Part B. Bus A and Bus B both leave the station at 8 a.m. Bus A returns to the station every 30 minutes. Bus B returns to the station every 24 minutes. At what time will both buses next return to the station at the same time? So this is a lowest common multiple question. Okay, so bus A is every 30 minutes, bus B is every 24 minutes. So we're gonna write out our times tables. So we're gonna go with our 30 times tables. You've got a calculator, guys. So 30 plus 30 is 60, plus another 30 is 90, and then keep pressing equals once you've got the answer button in there. Okay, so I'm gonna do some 24 minutes now. So we're gonna start with 24. So 24 plus 24 is 48, plus 24 is 72. Now I'm using my answer button. I can just press equals. So that's 96, 120, 144. We're looking for the lowest common multiple. So the first one that's the same in both. So the first one we get to in both that's the same is 120. Remember, this is in minutes. So 120 minutes is when they next return to the station at the same time. Okay, we want to know what time on the clock. So from 8 a.m, 120 minutes later. So let's do 120 divided by 60, because there are 60 minutes in an hour. So 2 hours later, guys. So we're going from 8 a.m, 1 hour is 9 a.m, 2 hours is 10 a.m. And I'm going to make it nice and clear that that's my final answer. Question 13. Zara buys 2.3 kilograms of parsnips and 3.5 kilograms of potatoes. These cost a total of £6.23. 1 kilogram of potatoes costs £1.32. What is the cost of 1 kilogram of parsnips? Okay, so if this plus this is £6.23, I'm going to work out what the cost of potatoes is, because they've given me some more information about potatoes, and then that will help me work out the cost of parsnips. So Zara buys 3.5 kilograms of potatoes. Okay, so we're going to do, we know that I like these proportion tables. It just helps me organise my information. So this is kilograms and this is cost, and we're dealing with potatoes here. Okay, so 1 kilogram costs £1.32. Zara buys 3.5 kilograms, so we're scaling up. So we're going to multiply by 3.5. So £1.32 multiplied by 3.5 is £4.62. So that's her total cost for potatoes. So I'm going to take that away from the total cost of potatoes and parsnips. So £6.23 subtract £4.62 is £1.61. So now I'm going to do a little one of these tables for parsnips, guys. Okay, so this is for parsnips. So 2.3 kilograms of parsnips, so that's kilograms and cost. So 2.3 kilograms were £1.61. We want to know the cost of 1 kilogram, so we're scaling down. We're going to divide by 2.3, divide by 2.3. 0.7, so that's 0.7 pounds or 70 pence. It doesn't matter which you give it in. Question 14. Calculate the value of the sum there. Give your answer to 1 decimal place. So this is a use of a calculator question. So I'm going to copy this exactly as it is into my calculator. So everything's in a fraction, guys. So I'm going to put a fraction and I'm going to put 2.6 multiplied by 5.7 on the top. I want to make sure it properly says accurately what it says on the exam paper, guys, okay? And then arrow down 3.4, subtract 1.8, and then I'm going to press equals. It says to give my answer correct to 1 decimal place, but the first thing I'm going to do is write down everything that my calculator tells me, because this is a 2-mark question. So this guarantees me a mark if I've put it in correctly, and then if I round wrong, I'm only going to lose the 1 accuracy mark. So we're rounding to 1 decimal place. So we're interested in these place value columns, but that 6 here makes the 2 go up by 1. So to 1 decimal place, we would have 9.3. Part B, write 68,321 to 2 significant figures. Okay, so this number 68321, 2 significant figures. First significant figure, second significant figure. So we're rounding it to the nearest 1,000. Okay, this number next to it tells us whether or not we're going to go up to the next 1,000 or stay here. It's less than 5, so we're staying here. So it's 68,000. These digits here need to have placeholder zeros. We can't change the highest place value of this number, but we can round it. Part C, write 6,300,000 in standard form. Okay, so standard form, we need to have a number between 1 and 10 multiplied by 10 to a power. Okay, so I want this to be 6.3 because 6.3 is a number between 1 and 10, and then I multiply it by 10 to a power. This power of 10, there's a couple of ways people do this. It's how many times you've divided this number by 10. So what you could do here is you could type this in and then divide it by 6.3. So that is 1 million. So there's 6 zeros. So we would have divided by 1 million. So we would have divided by 10 to the power of 6. The other way that people do this is if you start here, we've gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places to the left. So a power of 6. Question 15. The universal set contains the numbers 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39 and 40. So this is our set of numbers. A is the set of odd numbers. B is a set of multiples of 3. Part A, show this information in the Venn diagram below. So these two, set A and set B, are taken from this universal set. Okay, they're not just random numbers. So A is any of these numbers that are odd numbers. So A will include 31, 33, 35, 37 and 39. B is any that are multiples of 3, so any that are in the 3 times table. So 33, 36 and 39. If you weren't sure, you could just divide each of these by 3. So 31 divided by 3 doesn't give me a whole number. 32 divided by 3 doesn't give me a whole number. 33 divided by 3 gives me a whole number. That's in the 3 times tables. We now need to sort these into the diagram, guys. So in the middle of a Venn diagram goes anything that they have the same. So 33 and 39. So 33 and 39 are going to go in the middle of the Venn diagram. In the remainder of the A circle goes anything left in this A list. So 31, 35 and 37. And then in the B circle, the remainder goes anything left in the B list, which is 36. And then on the outside here, any numbers from this set that we haven't used. So we've used 31, we've used 33, 35, 37 and 39. So that was 33, 36 and 39. So 32, 34, 38 and 40 haven't been used, so they need to go on the bottom there, like that, on the outside of the diagram, but within the rectangle. Part B. A number is selected at random from the universal set. So we are picking one number from this original set of numbers. Find the probability that the number selected is an odd number, but not a multiple of 3. Okay, so remember, odd numbers were set A. So all of our odd numbers are included in this circle, but we don't want it to be a multiple of 3, which was set B. So we're not interested in anything that's in the middle here. We're only interested in this part of the A circle because they are odd numbers and not multiples of 3. So that is 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 possibilities out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 numbers in total.